Hello. Find the range of values of x for which 5 over 3x squared minus 2x minus 8 is greater than 0. So we are solving this inequality. And the first thing is factorizing this to come up with the critical values. So let's factorize that part. I can first concentrate on this part only. That will be 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. Our factors, we are interested in factors of 24 negative. That is after multiplying 3 times negative 8. And that will be 6 and 4. One of these should be negative for us to get a negative 24. To determine that, we look at this sum. We want a negative 2, so 6 should be negative. Then I substitute in. That will be 3x squared minus 6x plus 4x minus 8. Common term is 3x for the first two terms. That will be x minus 2. And then plus, the common term is 4, x minus 2. So the common term for the whole expression is x minus 2. And we are left with 3x plus 4. So from this, we have our critical values. Critical values to be remember for the denominator to be 2 and negative 4 over 3. How do you get the critical values? We equate this first bracket to 0 and we get this, and also equate this to 0 and we get that. That's the easiest way you can do it. So these are just the critical values, not the solutions to our question. So remember our question is 5 over that quadratic wish of x which we factorized, and we got x minus 2, 3x plus 4 should be greater than 0. So to solve this, after getting our critical values, as in the previous video, I explained this. We are interested in values. Let me first write this and that there. Oh, this is a 2. So you're interested in values below negative 4 over 3. You're interested in values in between negative 4 over 2 and negative 4 over 3 and 2. And you're interested in values beyond 2. And the inequality is to show this. This will be x is less than negative 4 over 3. Then in between, it is negative 4 over 3 less than x less than 2. And after that, it will be x being greater than 2. So these are the ones we are going to use in our table. So our table, we shall be having x being less than negative 4 over 2 over 3. And then we shall get negative 4 over 3 less than x less than 2. And also we get x is greater than 2. From our factorized part, I'm interested in the denominator, since in the numerator there isn't any expression, it's just a constant term 5. So we are having x minus 2, x minus 2 then 3x plus 4. And from that we shall get our 5 out of x minus 2, 3x plus 4, the outcome after multiplying and dividing. So, values less than negative 4 over 3. We can take the immediate term, which is negative 2. If I take negative 2, that will be negative 2 minus 2, which is a negative 4. As I explained previously, we are only interested in the sign, so I'll be taking negative. Then negative 2 times 3, that will be a negative 6. Then plus 4, it will give me a negative. So we have, for this part, we have a positive. 5 is a positive. Let me do it here. 5 is a positive divided by a negative times a negative. So below a negative times a negative, we get a positive. So you shall be having a positive divided by a positive, which ends up being a positive. Then we go to the values in between. Negative 4 over 3 and 2. The values in between, we can use 1, we can use 0, we can use any other values, even fractions or decimals between this and that. So let me use 0. If I put a 0 here, 0 minus 2, I get a negative. And then 0 times 3 plus 4, I get a positive. So just doing it again here shortly. If we have a positive 5, which is positive, over negative times a positive. For the denominator, to give us a negative. So we have a positive divided by a negative, which ends up to be a negative. So below here we have a negative. And values greater than 2. Values greater than 2, I can talk about any value beyond 2. But let's not go very far. Let me use a 4. If I put a 4 here, it will give me a positive outcome. If I put a 4 here, it will give me a positive outcome. And so you have a positive divided by a positive times a positive. And our result will be positive. So going back to the question, we are interested in values greater than 0. And values greater than 0, those are the positive values. All values greater than 0 are positive. So we go to our table and look for the final outcome, which gives us positive. So this gives us positive and this part gives us positive. So those are the answers to our inequality. That the solution will be x is less than negative 4 over 3 and x is greater than 2. So those are the two inequalities. Thank you.